got something fun in store. It's a little buggy. It's just a little bit buggy. We are going to be talking about buoyancy and surface tension. This is a college class, right? Right? Buoyancy, surface tension? Big words. Are you up for the challenge? Are you up for hearing about it? We're going to experiment using some foil. We are going to need some paper clips and a little bit of water. Make sure that water doesn't get too close to your computer. Can you imagine what would happen if the water got close to the computer? Yeah, let's avoid that. Let's not have that happen. But I have a feeling you guys have a little bit of a wiggle break. Am I right, Mr. Sheep?
Yep.
All right. And when we come back, again, make sure we have foil and paper clips and water.
So, is buoyancy related to how things sink or float in the water? Good question. We're going to answer that in a couple minutes. But as we mentioned, this is also snack time. If you're not grabbing a snack, tell me in chat, what's your favorite snack? Tell me what in chat, what's your favorite snack? What do you like to snack on? And I'll put mine's in chat because mine's is potato chips, ice cream. Miss D, can you put in chat what the supplies would be? Blueberries, nice. Cheese. Emery, what kind of cheese? There's so many types of cheese. Bubble gums, chippies. I like chippies, Spencer. They're nice. Chocolate. Love chocolate. All right. Meat sandwich. So no cheese in that sandwich, just meat. You cheddar believe me. I cheddar believe you, Spencer. Just as long as your cheese is very Gouda. Yeah. With yummy ketchup. Oh, so is it like a hot meat sandwich, Aiden? All right. You know what? Let me see if I can start a little poll here. Let's see if I can do a poll. I don't know if I can. I think only the guests can do a poll, or the main host, which is Camp Director Brianna. So we're not going to put that on her. But it seems like we got, let's see. All right. Put up your hands if you like to snack on chocolate. Ooh, okay. Put up your hands if you like to snack on potato chips. All right. And put up your hands if you're like Miss D and you love to snack on blueberries. Oh, lots of people like fruit. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. That's great. Okay, so it is 10:59. We got one more minute to go before we're going to start up. And William Isaac said all three. So you're one of those people that gets a blueberry potato chip and you dip it in chocolate? Like, that's what you mean? I got you, Nathaniel. You don't have to spam. I got you that you love chocolate. Got it. But yeah, there's so many different snacks. And we had a chance when we were doing our stuff on science, when it came to food, to make cheese. We had a chance to make butter because butter makes stuff taste so much better. And we had a chance to make ice cream. All that stuff, by the way, is on our YouTube channel. Chicken fingers. Chicken fingers is more of a meal than a snack, unless if you're big like me, in which case everything could be a snack. But it is 11 o'clock. It's okay if you're not back just yet. Like I said, this is all recorded. You'll be able to see stuff. Quick reminder, if you've sent in your passports, we send out prizes every 10 days or so. So some of you have been checking in. You should be getting a prize sometime this week. And parents, if you sent in more than 2 passports for your child, or, said children in the room, if you've sent them in yourselves, look for an email later on this week because we got something a little special for you if you sent in 2 passports or 3 passports. That will be pretty awesome. But we just need some info from you so that way we can get it to you. But Miss D, it is all you.
Y'all ready for this? All right. let's get started on my water walkers activity. Now, real quick, just wondering, here, jumped into the pool. Right? Jumped into a pool. Yeah. Okay, you jumped in. Okay. Now, when you jumped into the pool, did you just start walking on the water? Is this what happened? You just like walked on the water? Nate's like, you can, no. No? Anybody walk on water? What happened, Nate, when you jumped in the water? Can you type in the chat box? But did you bounce out? No. You didn't walk. Did you fly? No. Did you soar? Oh, Aiden says no. Unless you are lighter than water itself. Interesting. Okay. All right. Nate, oh, the water sprayed up and he swam. Hey, Nate, job. You're a swimmer, huh? All right. So I jumped in, water went everywhere, and we swam. We didn't walk on water. Our hands are coming up. Okay. Well, did you know that there are some animals that can walk on water? Thumbs up or thumbs down. Did you know this? Did you know that there's animals that can walk on water? Okay. Let's see here. Show of hands. Can you see my water walker screen? Show me a thumbs up if you can see my blue screen right now. I'm looking for thumbs. Oh, that means you can hear me. Yes. Okay. And you can see it. All right. So there we go. There's some water. Nothing's walking yet, though. All right. So listen up. More than 1,200 animals have evolved to walk on water. In the chat box, an animal or a creature or a critter or an insect that might walk on water. What do you think? Might walk on water. Hey, when I was at the lake the other day, I mean, there were ducks, but the ducks weren't walking on water. I've seen fish. There's flying fish. I haven't seen fish walk on water. Could you imagine? Can you imagine how hard it would be? It'd be even harder to go fishing if the fish were walking on the water. I'm not about that. All right, let me open up the chat here. Oh, frog, maybe? Okay, a lizard, bugs. Seems right. Seems right. Yeah, okay. Lizard, bugs, lizard. Oh, basket. Water snakes. Oh, water snakes. Pond spiders. What's a pond spider? Do they have an actual name? Water nymph. Okay, all right. Good thoughts, good thoughts. Well, somebody called me out on this. Yeah, it's just brilliant. You must go to a really great school. We have a basilisk lizard here. See, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear it, but I'm going to show you this little creature walking on water. Let's check it out.
Some young
here.
predatory reptile will help reveal the secret as it stalks the young basilisk. The basilisk is called the Jesus Christ lizard because it can walk, well, really run on water. It bicycles its hind legs, and the tail becomes a counterweight.
What? Did you know that? Have you ever seen that? Run like a basilisk on water. Yeah, stand up if you feel like it. If you don't feel like it, it's okay. But did you see? Back legs. 10. All right, I'm looking. I'm checking it out. Who can run like a basilisk on water? It could be like my new term now, you know? Like, hey, run like a basilisk on water. Run like you've never run before, right? Like that. He bicycles. Taylor. All right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Here we go. How about a water strider? I think we're talking about this. A water spider, maybe? Let's see what this guy can do. There we go, water spider. That's exactly what somebody had called it. It's up there on the water. Skates along. Found in fresh water, but somewhere in the ocean. That'd be rough seas to try to see it goes. Oh, there's that word, surface tension. It stays afloat using surface tension of water. We're going to experiment with that in just a little bit. Now, here's another one. Here's something else. And I'm pretty sure this is something that I will be using throughout the school year. I've decided, you know, like a meme, this needs to turn into a meme. Take a look at these birds, the Western grebe. That's it. Right, class is over. There we go. We're out of class. Creatures that can walk on water. There you go. A feather can, yeah, you're right. A feather can float on the water because it's so light. That's true. That's true. There's other reasons for that too. All right, so once again, these critters are small enough that their weight can be supported almost entirely on surface tension. We'll talk about that in a moment. And the relatively weak forces that hold water molecules together, right? So we know that there's molecules in the water and all those molecules sit together. There's that surface tension. That's that property that allows the resistance of other forces around it. Now, you guys were drawing water droplets, right? That's a good example of surface tension because the weight of the air isn't crushing down on these droplets, right? You can see their surface tension. We can make some little drops even here right now. See. Can you see my water? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Can you see my water right now? Yep. Oh, thanks, Aiden. All right, so if I take some water and I make my drops, there we go. That's a little example of surface tension. There's things that could be crushing that water droplet, but there's enough tension holding those molecules together that it's able to withstand it. All right. Bringing this down, bringing this back. All right, so let's gather some materials. Again, we needed foil. We needed water, maybe some tissues in case we had a mess. We can have our paper clips. And if we really want to, we can use some dish soap too. And I'll tell you more about that later. Okay, thumbs up if we at least have our foil, our water, and our paper clips. Thumbs up. Do we have some foil, some water, and some paper clips? All right. Nilla, Taylor, Spencer. Lily's on her way to go grab some. She said, I think we've got some foil around here. Good. Nate, you set. The Tristan Grayson team. The William Isaac team. Oh, I see an I do. I do too. Okay, cool, Aiden. Got it all. The William Isaac team is ready to go. All right, cool, Nate. Thanks for the thumb. Jake John has turned into Superman. Alrighty, ready. Let's keep it moving then. I am going to first play a little bit with buoyancy. Okay, and I want you to as well. Buoyancy is what helps something float. Okay, so you might think about water walkers and say, oh, now wait a second, it's because they float. That's what, this isn't anything silly. This isn't that cool. It's just because they float, right? Like a balloon, like a boat. All right, let's test this out first. Buoyancy has to do with air. All right. Now I'm going to take a little piece of my foil here. Make sure you can see it. There we go. See my foil? Yay? Nay? Good. All right. Nella, thumbs up. Can you see my foil right now? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So here it is. I am going to ball this up. And I'm going to put it in the water. Do you think it's going to sink or float? Yell at your screen like it's an Eagles game. Is it going to sink or float? Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's try it out. Oh, we got some floats. We got some sinks in the chat box. Let's see. I'm going to pop it in. It floats. Okay, right. What if I take this? Okay, must be because it's foil. I'll take one of the pieces of foil and I'll just lay it in here. Let's see what happens then. Okay, well, I see it floating. Can I make it sink? Oh, I can make that sink. Can I make this one sink? No, go down. Down. Excuse me, I said down. Oh, no, it's not sinking. Okay, this one did. Why did that one sink and this one didn't? Must be the shape. Must be the ball, right? Okay. Let me take my foil and I'm going to crinkle it up under the water here. Okay, because it's already there. I'm going to crinkle it up. That should make it float. It'll definitely float. Okay, let me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Same shape, same size. What? This one's floating. That one's sinking. What? Why? Well, when I balled this up out of the water, it latched on to some really small, tiny, couldn't see it, air molecules. Yeah. Yeah, so that air inside of my foil here made it float. When I crinkled up that one under the water, no air molecules. Okay. So a big part of buoyancy, especially with our water, is the ability to float with air in it. Okay. Makes sense. Let's take a look at my paperclip. Will my paperclip sink or float? All right, let's check it out. What do you think? Sink or float? Yell it at the screen or type it in the chat box. Will this sink or float? Pretend it's kind of like the body of like a bug or something, maybe. It's gonna sink or float. Float? Float? Okay. Let me see here. Oh, I see Nate. My foil floats and my ball sank. You might have to push your foil down a little bit. I might need to motivate it to move around. Okay, all right. Sinks and floats are in. I see Lily. She says sink. No. Declan says float. Declan. Oh, Declan. Oh, I like that. Aiden, float. Okay, here we go. Let's toss it in. On your mark. Get set. Boink. Sunk. You have one of these? Did yours sink? Mine sunk. Anything? Sinked. Sink. Sink. A lot of sinks. Yeah. Should we go do the dishes if we're at the sink? Just kidding. Ah, it was metal. Metal. No air in there to help it float. I wonder if I can make this float. Kind of like how some of our animals have learned how to walk on water. I wonder if we can adapt this to float. Okay, are we ready? We ready to make this work? I'm gonna push this to the side. Nice. Okay. And I'm going to grab some foil. Now we need a rectangular piece of foil like so, where my paper clip can fit inside. Okay, now I'm going to show you what we're going to do before you start cutting. We need to tuck this paper clip into bed. So we're going to end up folding it like so, just so you have an idea. Everybody might have a different size paper clip. We're going to end up doing something like this, where I'm tucking my paper clip into bed. I'm going to give you guys a moment. Prepare your foil. Alejandro, thinking about how you straighten it to make it stay up. Oh, interesting. You guys are good at experimenting, expanding your thoughts here. All right, I'm going to give you guys a moment. Cut out a little piece of foil like so. We're tucking that paper clip inside. Some of us might have bigger paper clips, some of us have smaller ones, but to just kind of judge it by eye. All right. Moment more. You can show me some thumbs. You can put a hand on your head, whatever you want to do to tell me that you have some foil ready, along with your paper clip. Cool, Tristan, Grayson team. Nice job, Nate. All right, there's the Hector and Amaryllis team. Good, William Isaac team. Nate. Lily, how are you doing? Oh boy, look at you. Oh, I see Spencer hard at work. Taylor's looking back and forth. Yeah, okay. See that pretty flower in Taylor's hair going back and forth. All right, and then we have Nilla. Nilla, do you have some supplies? Maybe you'll check it out later. Oh, only and Spencer's making it almost like a boat. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, before we start our boat making skills, maybe I should keep going here. All right, so what we're gonna do next, we're gonna turn this into one of those water striders. And to start, we need to cut out some triangles, okay? Most of us here, I think we all look pretty good. We look like we could be triangle cutters, but I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna cut here and here to make a triangle, and then here and here to make a triangle. And then again on the other side. All right. So I cut these to make almost like a zigzag. Actually, to me, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Like I have a Nissan Rogue because of Star Wars. So to me, this looks like, well, something from Star Wars. I cut out these triangles and make my tip here. Okay. Very good. Cutting little triangles out. We'll end up bending these to make our feet. Try and go through some of these pictures here. A lot of us. Emery, I love this ferret. Is this a ferret? That's a ferret in a turtleneck. Oh my goodness. That is very cute. Go ahead, Hector Amarilla. Go ahead, Tristan and Grayson. Thanks, William and Isaac. Ah, yes, it is indeed a ferret. I love that. All right, so you made it work. Alistair, I'm assuming you're there. Lily's hard at work. Nice, Taylor. Good, Spencer. Give us just a moment more. Oh, some stuff here. All right, now I'm going to show you what we're going to do with these funny pieces here. We're going to fold these up to make the legs, okay? First, let's make the legs, then we'll go back around and make some feet. There you go, fold it up, fold it up. Fold it up right where the top of that triangle is. Fold it up. Fold it up. Now it looks like a slide. Thanks, Nella. Now these legs need some feet. These legs need some feet. So we are going to bend out the tops a little bit to make feet. That's going to help it sit on the water. Okay. There we go. We have 5 and 6 feet. Fold it out. 5 and 6. Now it looks like, now it looks like Stitch, right? From Lilo and Stitch. Laying out, hands up in the air. Let's make a stitch with our foil. Good. I see you, Nate. I see you. Cool. Lily's working on it. Origami a la foil. Yoda. I like it. I like the Star Wars references. All right, so let's see what happens here. When I put this in my water, I have my nice straight legs. And again, you can always watch this recording again to try and, perfect your masterpiece here. All right. And I'm going to set it in slowly like so. And what's going to happen is these feet are going to sit on top. And it's going to go back to that word surface tension, right? That force, that barrier that can withstand a force. And that force, of course, is our feet. Let's try it out. Ready? Steady. And what happens? Oh, well, of course, mine bends out. Silly leg. Your feet should sit nicely on top of that water, going against the barrier or the surface tension. All right. Let's see. Can you make it work? Can you make it sit on top of that surface tension? Float. Oh, awesome. Yay. Okay, I see a couple here. Now mine's going to start going down because I bent it too much. There it goes. Yeah, all right. There I'm floating. Are you floating? Are you sitting on the surface tension? Test it out. Now, and as with anything, there's always trial and error, so you can always bend it back if you need to. Reconfigure. Got it. All right. Now, I do see that some of us did have some soap available. If you got yours to float, you can put a dab of soap into your water, and it will actually propel your, just a little bit though, Tristan Grayson team, not like the whole container there. But if you put a little bit in, hey, yeah, there you go, William Buoyancy team, that whole thing. Yeah, it should make it move forward a little bit. So if you put a drop right behind, it will push it forward. It could also support its float too. Many of you, I'm sure, have done the pepper experiment, the pepper and soap experiment. That's a good example of surface tension too. Making boundaries with water. Pretty cool. Good work. If anybody else wants to share out a picture of what you've done, go right ahead. And I'm going to bring this over here so I can see you guys a bit better. This activity is wrapping up. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. So once again, if you can type it into the chat box, that word that describes the barrier between our foil and the water. What do we call that? surface. What's that barrier? Surface. Oh no, there's a leak. Leak in the in the water glider. Surface tension. Good, Aiden. Surface tension. And we said this is a little bit different than floating, right? What was that word that we associated with floating? Started with a B. Can you type that one into the chat box? Basketball? Right. Buoyancy. There we go, Emery. Thanks, Alejandro. Buoyancy, that's the one that's floating, right? With that little pocket of air. But what we demonstrated was something even beyond buoyancy, beyond floating, and that was our surface tension. A little taster of both. Awesome, awesome. Now, if you wanted to take a moment, you can practice buoyancy a little bit more too by making a boat with your foil, right? You can flip that foil on over and develop a boat and see just how many pennies it could hold too. Yeah, I wasn't sure how far we would get, but my goodness, you guys rocked it. Good, good. If you have a little bit of foil, go ahead. Pinch it up, make one of those boats so we can see how it floats. Holding that air at the top. I see William working on it. Right. I'm going to flip this back over so that I can see everybody. There we go. Oh, yes. We can make our boat simply by, right, bending up the sides, catching that air right about there. Right. Oh, there's that nice pocket there. And this one's just kind of sitting on top. This one's gonna hold the air. There we go. Surface tension, buoyancy, air, and barriers. One more thing I wanted to do just for fun. I found these at the store for our little activity. These, they look like ice cubes, right? They don't have any switches on them or anything. But when you put them in water, they light up. Don't ask me how, but they do. There we go. Can even light up our experiments here. Let me crank it down here. Oh, I see some boats afloating. William's still working on his. Cool. Nice, Nate. Good, Nathan. All right. So that is it for me. That is my surface tension lesson for you and buoyancy. I'm going to bring this back on over here. And I'll bring it back to our camp director.
Great. Thank you. That was really interesting. Does anyone have any questions for Misty about what we just learned? If you have any questions for her, you can type it in the chat now. It doesn't look like anyone has any questions for you. So again, thank you. That was really interesting. And again, everyone, this video and this whole session will be on YouTube in a few days. And that wraps us up for the day. For everyone else, I hope you had a ton of fun, and I hope that we'll see you at another session. And remember, if you go to 6 sessions, you could win a prize if you fill out that card. All right, thanks everyone, and have a great day. Bye.
Great job.